Alright, so we're back. We're going to continue with our team building. Um, Last time we got a fire, water, grass core, which works very well together. We do have the fighting weakness that we need to worry about now. So, that will be our next concern, is finding a ghost type to resist the weakness. So, let's go back to our tiers. Find a ghost type that works well with the others. We have Jellicent. I don't really want Jellicent. Or we have Gengar. Wow, lots of choices. Lots of choices. We can pick a different one from a different tier, though. So, let's look at other ghost types in different tiers, and maybe we can find one that will work for us. Alright. We have Arceus Ghost, which obviously we can't use. Chandelure would be nice. We could give a Scarf Chandelure. That would work really well. Let me see here. Could do Shedinja. I like Shedinja. Actually, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do Scarf Chandelure. Because Chandelure, although in the UU tier, is quite the offensive beast. It's got a massive, massive, massive special attack stat. So, let's switch to the overused tier, which has different sets and different EV spreads, depending on the tier, because each tier is different. And here's the Choice Scarf set that I want to use, because although it is reasonably fast, I found that it's actually very slow compared to the things that it needs to take out. So a Choice Scarf variant is preferred my preferred variant. So let's go back up to here. Let's do, and sorry if it's running a bit laggy, I'm actually rendering that last project, so I'm actually doing this right afterwards. So let's do Chandelure. Alright, change species. Okay, now let's see what EVs it requires for an HP stat. And the reason why there's only like 4 is so that way it has an even number of health. So that way it can resist 4 stealth rocks instead of only taking it can take 5 stealth rocks instead of just taking 4. So we're going to do max special attack and max speed. Give it a modest nature and a choice scarf. And what a choice scarf does, in case you don't know, I explained this in my Pokemon Showdown live narration, but I'll explain it again in case I have different viewers. A choice scarf, what it does is it doubles your speed. However, you're limited to only using one move. So once I send it out, I can use any one of my moves. I can pick the first move, but say I'm up against a Jellicent and I choose to use Energy Ball, which I don't know why. Okay, say I use Shadow Ball, that would make more sense. Say I use Shadow Ball against a Jellicent, and say he switches out into a Tyranitar. Even though I would like to use the hidden power fighting, my Shadow Ball, that's the only move that I can use because I picked that move. So it limits you to one move. You can pick that move, the first move that you use it, but you can't switch moves. I hope I explained that well and made sense out of it. So pretty much it doubles speed, but you can't switch moves after you pick a move. Is the shortened way of saying it. And the same goes for, say, a choice spec set, only it doubles your special attack instead of your speed. Same with a choice band. Choice band doubles your attack, but limits you to one move. You can't switch moves. So I hope that really makes sense. And my project is about done rendering, so it's probably going to pop up real quick. Yep, just like that. So anyway, where were we? We were making a choice scarf chandelier. Alright, modest, we got all that. Flash fire, make sure we're at flash fire, yep, we are. I can't wait till shadow tag comes out, because then we can trap stuff. Choice scarf, alright, let's start. No, don't do that. Fire blast, shadow ball, hidden power, energy ball. Now, here is another tutorial on the EVs, or the IVs. I explained last episode what the IVs are, so I'm not going to explain what they are again. Now, IVs change what type your hidden power is. For those of you who didn't know, hidden power has a different type depending on the Pokemon. That's what the description is in the game. And how it tells what type the hidden power is based on the IVs, because each Pokemon is different. So, each Pokemon has a different hidden power. Now, on Pokemon Online, we are allowed to change the hidden power, which we're going to change it to fighting, to take out Tyrannitars and other things weak to fighting. It just gives it that wide range of, oh my gosh, that range of, yeah, you know what I mean, the type range. So, that's what hidden power does. It's different type depending on the IVs. Now see how these ones are 30 now instead of 31? Whereas if I change this one to say 9, see how my hidden power is now flying. So that's how that works. So, now that we have our hidden power fighting and all of our moves, let's go back to our Maryland Team Builder. And let's do Delure and give it flash fire. Now, we are weak against water, which we actually have Vaporeon for, and we are weak against, dang thing, we are still kind of weak against fighting. So, we have our fighting under control because we have the Chandelure. We can go in on predicted fighting type moves. But now we have that water weakness, which we do have Vaporeon and Ferrothorn for, so I'm not too worried about it. Now we want a physical attacker. Hold on real quick. Someone's messaging me on Facebook. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Now let's find ourselves a nice physical attacker. That can resist fighting types. So, let's see here. Well, we could do Tornadus T. I still have yet to ever use a Tornadus T. There's actually no strategies yet for it. We could do a D-Knight. Let me see here. We could do a D-Knight. Or we could do a Metagross. No, because we already have two steel types. We don't want to have too much ground type. resistance or weakness. Conkeldurr would be nice, although it doesn't resist fighting or water. So I think we're gonna go with Dragonite. Here, let's put it in the team builder and see how our stats are then. See, that nullifies all of them. So that would actually be very useful. So I think what we're gonna do is do Dragonite. So now we have to decide what set we're gonna use. Since all of my team, well, we have 3 defensive kind of guys and 1 that's scarfed. I think what we're gonna do is do an offensive Dragon Dance set with Lumberry. So let's do that. Yeah, that sounds like it'll work really well. Alright, now we're gonna do max attack, we're gonna do max speed, and 4 special defense. And give it, should we give it an adamant or a jolly? Let's give it a jolly. So we want to be able to outspeed. I'm a big fan of outspeeding things, if you can tell. We're going to give it multi-scale. And what multi-scale does is when you're at full HP, you're pretty much the next attack that hits you will be cut in half. So if I'm at full HP and I take, say, a Rock Slide, and say that will usually one hit KO me. Just say, you know, this is just an example. If I have my multi-scale intact, that will only do half damage instead of full damage. I hope I explained that well. I say that a lot. I'm sure I'm doing just fine and I'm just overthinking things, but whatever. Let's give it a Lumberry. So that way, if something tries to put us to sleep or burn us or something. So let's Dragon Dance. Let's do Outrage and extra. Okay, what's extreme speed? And I'm actually gonna. Should I give it Earthquake or Roost? We already have 2 fire types. We really don't need Fire Punch. Let me see here. Fire we have under control. Electric, I'm not really worried about. Poison we have under control. I think I'm just gonna give it Earthquake. You know what? Let's give it Roost. And what Roost does is it gives you half your HP back, but it makes you so that way your flying type is disabled, so it'll only be Dragon type for that turn. But that's very useful, so then I can get back up to multi-scale, which I think that's in the long run going to be probably the wisest choice, is giving it Roost instead of Earthquake. Next, our last guy, I kind of want to have a spinner. So let's search for Rapid Spin, and let's see what Pokemon can use Rapid Spin. Blastoise, Claydol, Hitmontop. Hitmontop might be good. Hypnolee, Sandslash, Hypnochan. Gragonol, Donphan might be good. Fortress, Cloyster, Tentacool, Starmie might be good. Torkoal or Maldo might be good. although it's an NU tier. Um, do 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 do. Alright, so I don't think I'm gonna do Hitmontop. Well, I could. I just really don't want. Hmm. Could do this. Offensive rapid spin on a Dolphin. That would be nice. Starmie, we already have a water type. Omaldo, although its attack stat is pretty high, I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do Omaldo. I'll be right back. People are still messaging me on Facebook. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back again. So yeah, I'm actually getting a German exchange student this year, so I'll probably be taking another break here in almost a week, actually 6 days. So I'll probably be taking another 2 week break. I might upload some update videos on how it's going. Maybe post some pictures and whatnot. But anyway, I'm talking to my exchange student on Facebook, so um, sorry I keep cutting out. It's really unprofessional, but it's kind of annoying looking up and seeing Facebook flashing. You have a new message. Bullshit. So anyway, we decided that we're gonna do Donphan, an offensive rapid spinner variant. And let's look at the EV spread. We'll have max defense to give it a little bit of bulk, give it max attack, and 4 defense. So it's a bulky attacker, really. Give it an adamant nature. Um, rapid spin, earthquake, and stone edge, and ice shard. Take care of them dragons. So let's look back at our Maryland team builder. Let's do Donphan. Forgot how to spell it there. Ooh, what's this? We're really weak against water, but that's okay because we have Ferrothorn and Vaporeon to take care of water type attacks. So I'm really not too worried about that. So as long as I keep one of those two alive, I should be fine with my Chandelure, Heatran, and Donphan. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I think this team is really good and ready for action. Oh, we forgot to put an item on him. What item? Leftovers. Alright. Now, make sure he has sturdy, yep. Okay. So I think that'll do it. Yeah, okay, let's go back and look at an overview. So we have defensive Vaporeon, Wish Support. We have specially defensive Heatran. We have standard Ferrothorn, Scarf Chandelure, offensive Rapid Spin Donphan, and offensive offensive Dragon Dance Dragonite. I think we are good to go. So what should we name this team? Let's name this team YouTube Test Team. There we go. Just for you guys. Team tier. OU. And yeah, I think that's good. This is an NU team. Piece of shit. I fucking hate NU. NU is so terrible. I hate NU. So, yeah, I think we are good to go. Let's save this team. Let me save it real quick. OU1. Can't believe I didn't make another OU team. I probably have some somewhere on my computer. They're just not in the right folder. So let's see if I can connect this time. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working. I really don't know why it's not working. Servers might be down? I don't know. I don't know. Advanced connection. Okay. Hello? Hello? Go online. It says I'm connected. Okay. Uh, Hello? Huh. Well, I guess I can try and cut out until I can finally get in. If I can't get into Pokemon Online, I'll make the same team on Pokemon Showdown, um, and see if I can get in on that. Uh, but I'll cut out, and if I can't get in today, then this will be the end. Yeah, see, connection timed out. But if I can't get in today, then this will be the end of this episode. Ex and expect to see a battle with this team up sometime this week. Um, my the replay isn't working either. So maybe all of Pokemon Online is down. I don't know. Let's see, it's not working. Let's go to Pokemon Showdown. Let's see, because I really don't wanna go into Pokemon Online because they still have that fucking Kyurem Black and OU going on, which is fucking ridiculous. Why would you give a Pokemon that has base 170, 175 attack in OU? That's ridiculous. That's so stupid. Pokemon Online needs to get their shit straight. Anyway, I guess I'll cut out until I can get in, and if I can't get in on Pokemon Online or Pokemon Showdown, I will just end it here. So you heard it here first, guys. I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you liked. I hope I explained things really well. Um, Let me know if I can improve. So thanks for watching. See you later.